Rightio. Okay, so we're going to conform my ADR database today. This could be an ADR database, it could be a effects list, it could be anything with timecodes or feet and frames values. You can have more than one field containing timecode or feet and frames, that's up to you. All you need is a record, timecode, and some kind of unique identifying field. In this case I've got a unique ID attached to each record which I'm going to use. So we export a tab separated file, calling it test, and so this is my unique record ID. Maybe your line of dialogue is completely unique for each record, so you could use that as the identifier, and the timecode field. And there we have it. Let's check it out. Cool. An ID, timecode, and something for me just to tell me which record's which. Right on. Okay, so we're going to import a pre-prepared EDL. There we go. And we can see, looks like we've got an insert and then a deletion up here. We're going to apply this list here to those timecodes that we just exported. So we need to make sure from the setup panel we're conforming tab separated rather than Pro Tools, which is how we normally work. And make sure our frame rates are the same. I mean, normally your database would be in the same time base as the rest of your project. Okay, and hit conform. Yes, yes. Okay, so now it's asking for the file to conform. There's our tab separated file. Let's hit OK, and bang, we're done. Here it is, the same file renamed with conf. There's a suffix. Okay, let's just check it out. This is the conformed one, and here's the original. Okay, so you can see it's laid out in exactly the same way. The timecodes have been changed. This field here, for example, looks like that thing's been moved from 12 seconds and 2 frames up to 22 seconds and 2 frames. They've been conformed according to this list here. And there's been one field added to the end of the list. See, there's another tab and then the word conformed. This field will either say conformed, respot, or no code if it's a line which contains no code. Conformed obviously means that times have been changed to match the new cut. The respot tells you that this time here couldn't be conformed. In this case it's because it's something which fell in this gap here. So it's been dropped from the cut. It couldn't be conformed. Conformalizer puts the time in brackets so you know where it did come from, and maybe you can go and find that line. Maybe it has just been missed as far as the conform is concerned. Okay, so now we want to re-import this data into our database using the ID field to match the records. Okay, import file. It's that one there. Okay, so the way I normally do this is update matching records in found set. We can use the unique ID to match the records and then update that one timecode field. And in my case I would also like to add that last field, the status field, to my notes column. This is so I can get an idea of which ones I need to respot. I can quickly go and find all the respot ones and figure out what's happened. You also have the option of just adding new records. If you want to keep all the old records and make a new set of records for each conform at each picture version, then you can do that. Alright, let's try it. Okay, great. 4 records updated. There we go. So the times have been changed and reconformed. Here's the one that didn't get conformed. It looks like it's been dropped from the cut. And if I scroll over to the right, you'll see my notes field. That's the one that needs to be respotted. Cool. And we're done.